Today we're going to talk about the reason why I decided to do youth service. When I think about the way we used to be. Welcome back to the channel. It's Mayowa here. When I was in I would probably say like my sophomore year of college, I saw a picture of Benita Okoje. If you don't know who Benita Okoje is, then you probably didn't grow up in Lagos or grow up in Nigeria. Benita Okoje was one of my childhood heroes when I was growing up. I think she was like 10 years old or 8 years old when I saw her. She had the two poofs on her hair. She was so cute. Or if you don't know that one, then you know Emmanuel. Alright, I need to stop. And somehow I stumbled on a picture of her and her younger sister on Twitter, which is bizarre because I am not on Twitter. I don't know how I reached here. Honestly, I didn't even know what they were doing. I was just like, oh, cool, that's Benita, my childhood hero. That happened. And then fast forward to 2 years later, which was my senior year of college, I was thinking, okay, Lord, we're here. What do we do next? I had studied psychology and I was thinking about going to law school. Just the thought of sitting down to study for the LSATs was just like overwhelming for me. So I was just like, you know what, Lord, I'm gonna go to Korea. I'm gonna go to South Korea for a year and I'm gonna teach language arts. So the plan was either to start studying for the LSATs while I was in Seoul, start applying to law school, and let's get the train moving. So that was my plan. One Friday night, I was just at home, chilling in my apartment. Either I would watch movies at Obiamaka's or chill and sleep, and that was my Friday night. And so my brother actually had sent me a link to a Mount Zion movie. Put the link on my Facebook page. The caption was, haha, the main character of this movie is also Mayowa. Check it out. And so I was like, okay, cool. Mayowa. My name is Mayowa. The main character is Mayowa. Let me even see what they're doing there. The title of that movie is called Shadow of Death. I was just like, okay, here we go, another Nigerian movie. But the movie was actually quite interesting. It was about this guy who was doing his youth service and he got posted into this like rural place. I had this encounter during that scene where Mayowa, the main character, got kidnapped. The Lord told me, this is what I want you to do. And I'm like, what is this? What does he want me to do? And so I started praying more about it. I started Googling Nysc, trying to find out any information I could get on it. Back then, there was a girl's blog called The Ajebota's Guide to Surviving NYC. And this girl like grew up here, I think in Atlanta. She moved back to Nigeria, did her youth service, and actually ended up staying there. So I was just like, oh, okay, Nigeria must not be that bad if she was from Atlanta, I'm from Atlanta, and she stayed there. So I'm like, let me see what I read I think I read every blog post. I just want to say thank you, Barry, if you're actually watching this. Thank you so much. Thank you for responding to all my emails. Thank you for everything. Thank you for your words of encouragement. They did a lot for me. I'm this nameless, faceless girl you will probably never meet, but thank you so much for everything. And she basically was saying Nigeria will be for you whatever you want it to be. So whatever you think it's going to be, whatever you think you're going to get out of it, that's exactly what you're going to get out of it, in summary. And she encouraged me. She showed me the process. She directed me to links on her blog, like, okay, this is how you get started. This is what you do. And so I followed that blog to the T. I started with a registration, online registration. I started seeing if I could find anybody else that I knew, or we had mutual friends that had done youth service, and I didn't have anybody. Honestly, looking back now, Nigeria was definitely a turning point in my life. A quick recap of how I ended up in Nigeria for youth service was first Benita Okoje, God bless you. Benita Okoje, I watched the movie Shadow of Death. It was a Mount Zion movie, and I had a dream, and the Lord gave me where to go. I was led and was like, this is where you're going. And I ended up in Nigeria, and it was quite horrific, but honestly, in terms of comfort, it was horrible. But in terms of God, like, meeting God in a place that was like holy. It was the best, the very best. And if you want to do youth service, I hope my story inspires you. Please tell me, if you've done youth service, why did you do your own youth service? Did you go there to go and find a husband? I know a lot of girls that do that. Now, I think nowadays youth service is like a big thing. People are like, oh yeah, I want to do it. And honestly, like, I met some people. I'm just saying, like, there were a lot of guys that I met from the UK, from Nigeria. It was a big pool of fine Nigerian men. So nowadays, a lot of girls are like, I'm doing youth service. I go get a lies, girl, lies. Hey guys, I just want to use this opportunity to just remind you again that please let your reason for doing youth service or for going to Nigeria or look for whatever you do, let it be based on the word. Because if you carry yourself and you go somewhere that God did not ask you to go, you are going to be in deep trouble. Yes, the pool of men were nice and everything was wonderful. But look, by the time camp was over and I was left to day life and activities and discomfort and brushing my teeth with brown water and look, it was the word that got me through. I was like, God, you brought me here for a reason and I'm gonna make it. So just saying, please let your reason be spiritual. If you got value from this, don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe please, enjoy. Mumbai. Oh, that Yoruba was terrible. Mumbeo. I'm begging you, seriously. Subscribe.